Saw a kid trying multiple times to swipe a magazine like an iPad, and I guess this is what it's like to feel old. r/that happened. Yikes, I'm not sure what's cringier. Saying that the iPad thing happened or typing r/that happened on Twitter. What the heck is up, my aesthetic boys? It's Fresh back with another video from r/that happened, but spoiler alert, it didn't. It did not actually happen. In 8th grade, I had a crush on a boy in my class. At some point, I found out my family was moving and I was going to switch schools, so I wrote him a very long love letter. The day after I read it to him in front of my class, my parents decided I could keep going to the same school. This feels like a gross exaggeration of something that may well have happened, but hey, what else is the internet for? My grandma hates me. Yesterday, I told my grandma that I could code, and she stared at me for a minute and asked my mom if they could talk. A few days ago, me being a curious and idiotic teenager, I had gone and wired up the house with microphones so I would be able to listen to anything anybody said. I heard my grandma yelling at my mom, telling her that men don't like smart girls and to stop her from learning too much so that I could have a good marriage with a good man. She then said, quote, "That girl is already black. It will be very hard to find her a groom." I shut off my devices after that comment. Why? Why can't a girl be smart and have her own identity? I hate my grandma. Edit, yes, I'm Indian. And 2, my family knows I wired up my house, and I keep my microphones off most of the time and usually only listening to my brother's room. That too, because he got a girlfriend, and I'm afraid he'll blow it because he's a huge dork who doesn't know anything about girls. That's right, guys. Settle down. My family knows that I have the entire house mic'd up, but it's okay. I only did it to help my brother get laid. Just passed a couple in town. The lad had spent at least 30 pounds on his haircut, had a coat with a silly fluffy hood, the tightest jeans you've ever seen, and reeked of jupe. Yet for all of his grandeur, his missus couldn't stop staring at me in a way they'll probably argue about later. Okay, we fucking get it. You think you're hot shit. More importantly, what the fuck is jupe? Oh, it's like a cologne. That's weirdly specific. Anyhow. During class, I was writing a story. Teacher got mad and confiscated my notebook. The next day, he gave it back and said, "When can you finish this? I need to know how this ends." And the name of that teacher? F. Scott Fitzgerald. Just had an incident yesterday at Sam's Club. The employee checking receipts at the door screams at me that I should not be in the store without a mask and that I should shop online, like I'm a second-class citizen because I won't wear a mask. I got the manager and made this woman apologize to me in front of a line. Therefore, I will continue to shop at Sam's, but I was prepared to hand in my card, and anyone who knows me knows I love Sam's. Wow, what a true American hero. Willing to sacrifice her bulk shopping needs just to stop wearing a small piece of fabric on her face for a year. I think we all learned something today. Guys, this was inside the seam of a blue disposable mask my son was wearing. We can't remember where we picked the mask up from. I am absolutely not the type to latch onto a conspiracy theory, but wow, mask mandate or mask monitoring. That's right, I'm not the one to pick up on conspiracy theories, but here's one that I'm actively starting and attempting to spread maliciously. Them. Oh, I scrambled it so good this time, you'll never figure it out. Me. Man, why did you scramble it so hard? Also me. Solves. Them. Pogface. Me. Wheeze. Okay, forgetting the fact that this man unironically typed out Pogface, what he's talking about is solving a Rubik's Cube, and as someone who spent an unfortunate amount of time learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube in a fairly fast time, I can tell you that people do actually talk like this. So if you're hanging out with your friends and you happen to be solving a Rubik's Cube, they will ask to scramble it for you, and they'll think that there's a way to scramble it extra, and there isn't. The solve is going to be the same either way. You do the same steps, you know the same algorithms, but they will say, "Oh, I scrambled it really good this time." So there's some believability to this. Now, again, can't believe he said Pogface, but still. This video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. You probably never thought you'd be asking for a wallet for Christmas, but I guarantee you'll be wanting one under the tree this year. This is quite literally the classiest wallet you can buy. Does your wallet come plated in 18 karat gold? The Ridge Wallet holds 12 cards plus cash, it fits in your front pocket like nobody's business, and it comes with a lifetime guarantee. This could literally be the last wallet you ever buy, and with a look this good, I wouldn't blame you. Whether it's for you or a loved one, you can't go wrong with something built right. Go to ridge.com/fresh and use code FRESH to get 10% off, plus free global shipping, and if you really don't love it, you can send it back within 45 days for a full refund. 40,000 5-star reviews can't be wrong, so check them out at ridge.com/fresh. No horror story, but I questioned why the picture in the book of the penis was so small. My teacher was a moderately attractive woman. She asked me to stay after class that day. Then, she told me to take off my pants. I obliged. She was amazed. She then called over 2 other female teachers, and I pleasured them all for the rest of the year. That's right, I pleasured some moderately attractive female teachers because of my massive fucking dong. That's right, my dong is so massive I cannot even recognize the genitals of people in textbooks. I'm going to scream. I'm in class and these girls who bullied me in 5th grade are whispering and they're like, holy shit, did she go to our elementary school? I don't know if that's her. I really don't think that's her, guys. And then the teacher called my name and they go, holy shit, she's hot. This is the fucking life. Yeah, you fucking go, dude. I'm proud of you. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking proud of you. This just logistically makes no sense. They're whispering. How did you hear them? It just makes no sense. What's the weirdest lesson you ever had at school? A class on drugs in which I had to correct the teacher a lot and then got offered to take over in that classic why don't you teach the class scenario. So I did, and I did awesome explaining how come downs work using a diagram on the board and explaining how it can correlate with tolerance and addiction before being told to sit down. Of course, classes talk about drugs and stuff like that. You have health classes throughout middle and high school often, but none of them are going to talk about come downs and tolerances for sure. Just what a strange flex. What made the popular kid popular in your school? Ex-popular kid here. Someone pants me in the locker room and let's just say when people see a monster cock, word spreads fast. Oh, this must be the guy who pleasured those moderately attractive teachers all year. I will never shop at Target again after what happened tonight. We, my family and I, tried to enter and the door worker got 2 centimeters from my son's face and grabbed his neck and screamed at him because he supposedly wasn't wearing a mask. To defend my son, I slightly tapped the door worker's face and the door worker started to fake cry and scream. It was embarrassing. We quickly left and will never return. That's right, this guy was strangling my... Wait, did they say supposedly wasn't wearing a mask? This is like a fairly obvious thing to tell. Either he was or he wasn't. I don't know what the suppose. Anyhow, a potential employer during my interview found out I had an OnlyFans. I sat stiff, ready for her to say, "We can't hire you." She looks me dead in the eyes and gives a chuckle and says, "Oh, honey, the job is yours if you want it. What you do once you leave here is your business and your resume shines. I know you'll do well here." She leans in close over the table and whispers, "I just want to know if you can help me and my husband. Can you give us tips and advice because we just started one? I've been looking to add OnlyFans as a side hustle for months." I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Well, you didn't do either. You posted it to Facebook. I guess that was the superior option. I just had the weirdest experience in Among Us. So what happened? I went into a lobby and 2 people there already knew who I was even though I've never played with them before. They said that I had gained some kind of infamy on Among Us and they gave me compliments. One of them was even riding the line between a stan and a simp. I think my unorthodox methods of gameplay and news of my big brain spread across the community, and I accidentally developed a small mini-fandom inside of it. Oh man, the use of the phrase big brain makes me think this was satire, and the fact that it was on Discord makes me think that it wasn't. So I used to work a fast food drive-thru window in which I met very strange and very stupid people. I said through the drive-thru intercom, "Hi, welcome to fast food place. How may I help you?" Man says to one of his kids, "Pick something, damn it. I don't have all day for your shit. Hey, ease up, would you?" Turns to me and says, "You little shit. You don't know who you're messing with." The man speeds up to my window with an angry look on his face. I look at him, a 5'5", overweight and balding guy. Then he looks at me, 6 foot, 300 pounds of muscle, bone, and a relatively small gut. His expression softens slightly. "Were you the one on the speaker?" "Yep, that was me." "How are you doing?" "It's a great day today." "How's the kid doing?" "Fine." "You aren't gonna take my order, are you?" "Nope, my manager is the other headset, and he might have taken your order if you didn't piss him off." "Have a nice day." I worked at that place for 2 years and a month before I quit. I still have bad dreams about it. So there I was, headset donned, glove-wrapped hands, eyes focused. This weakling, this puny manlet with his patchy hair drives around and is greeted with a sight only the gods would know. He stares me up and down, taking in all 7 feet of me, then looking at how tall I am. My muscles rippled, veins popping out of my arms like insidious snakes crawling beneath my skin. He realizes that I am the alpha of this interaction and pledges fealty to me in all upcoming matters of combat. I thank him with a pat on his bald patch and a single French fry for the child. I am no monster. As the man leaves, I know he will be calling me. They all do eventually. I am irresistible, but I will not respond. Not to this one, anyway. I have more important business to take care of, I think to myself, returning my gaze to the brightly lit McDonald's register. So, tell me why I accessed the dark web on accident and I went in this random chat room and asked for $100,000 as a joke, and then 30 minutes later I get an email with an ad and a picture of me saying, 17-year-old African American for sale, $33,500. Then I click the link for the ad and now my computer screen's white. I don't know what to do. Should I call the police? What you should do is stop censoring words like that. What the Story time! The day is Saturday morning in a Starbucks filled with half-asleep teenagers and nobody else. It's only about 10 people. I order my coffee, and for the sheer impulse of it, I place my name in as Brown Bear, what do you see? The woman looks at me like I'm a sociopath, but writes it down anyway. A few minutes go by and I get my name called. Once she says my name, about 5 seconds later, the entire Starbucks just screams all, except for one person on a laptop. They didn't get the joke. They look up in literal terror, face pale, they grab their coffee and laptop and just bolt out of the door. I love memes so much. No, what actually happened if you tried this was, you say, Brown Bear, what do you see? They look at you funny and say, okay, Brown Bear. They write that on the cup, and then when someone else calls your name, they say, we got a latte for Bear, a grande latte for Bear, and everyone just thinks you're weird. Third mother. Hey, son, I love your shirt. You look really good today, me, as opposed to any other day. Thank you. Third mother. There is a full-length mirror. You should take a picture. No, it's fine. I don't need to take a picture. Third mother, you're not leaving this room until you take a picture. You take a picture now for your social things. Oh, okay. Hashtag scared, hashtag forced, what the Imagine coming up with an excuse to post a selfie that involves sarcastically hashtagging child abuse. Yeah, I'm not here for this. Me. Don't talk to her that way. Him. Yeah, I've been cheating on that bitch for months. Me. You don't deserve her. She deserves a nice guy like me that won't disrespect her at every turn. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do? Be your knight in shining armor? I knelt down and punched the concrete, blood gushing out of my knuckles. I showed him my hand and said, this concrete won't break, but your bones will, you piece of shit, Chad. He starts crying and ran away. Suffice to say, I got the girl, and every time I see that Chad, I give her a big kiss. He just turns his head away and runs off. We get cheered every time we walk down the hallway now. Finally, some good fucking comedy. Obviously, it's satire, but for anyone who actually writes these kinds of That Happened posts, this is what you all sound like.